There's the logo, Cut'N Mow Bros. Hey everybody, Sam Ettaro here, coming to you from Mint Hill Tool Rental, beautiful town of Mint Hill, North Carolina. Uncle Ray is out on an assignment elsewhere today. I was actually in town at this location shooting for the client, and this young man, Jonathan, walked up, started sharing his story, and I thought, man, this is the perfect kind of spotlight that we love to share with you. Young, successful, entrepreneur, community-centered, and wants to share his story. Hopefully, it'll be an inspirational point for a young person that might be interested in pursuing a career in lawn care.
Lawn care.
All right,
Absolutely.
Jonathan, tell us about you. How long have you been in business?
Well, my name is Jonathan Stovall. I'm originally from Starkville, Mississippi. I moved to Charlotte maybe back in 2013. I actually moved to Charlotte to become a teacher. And so I've actually taught for about 10 to 12 years prior to just starting out on my own. It's inspired by, I have twin boys. So my twin boys pretty much inspired. We live in a community where it's newly developed homes, and we just took it upon ourselves. You know what? We wanted to keep our community clean. We love for everything to look nice. And so what better way is just provide a service that everyone would need. And so we took it upon ourselves. We just started a business. One decided to cut, the other one decided to mow. And so hence the name Cut'N Mow Bros. And so
That's great.
Absolutely.
So is this a family endeavor? That is amazing.
It is a family endeavor. They work with me during the summer times when they're out of school, but it is a family endeavor. And so I decided to just, when COVID, I decided I was teaching remote. And so during that time, I was led to just, you know what, hey, let's try, let's go for, let's just step out and just see what would happen.
Right.
And so I didn't have this truck at that time. I just had my regular, get this, beautiful Yukon SUV that you shouldn't haul, put gas or anything like that in.
Sure.
But I decided to go for it. And so my family and I, we went out. When I was done teaching at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I would just go out. Didn't have many customers, but we just pushed, and hence from there, it's just been an amazing story. And the journey is one that I wouldn't trade for anything. It's one that I didn't see personally. I never thought in my entire life, and I would tell my wife all the time. I would tell my wife, I'm not gonna teach anymore. I'm done teaching. And she was like, okay. But I finally decided to step out, and I'm glad I did.
This is inspirational, not only for a young person, but for me. I'm actually in a similar boat.
Oh, wow.
I was a teacher for 13 years, dude. And I finally said, you know what? I gotta leave this circus, man. This madhouse ain't for me. Love the kids,
Absolutely.
Nothing personal.
Love you.
But the system is just broken.
It is.
And I said the same thing.
It is.
And I started my media company and pursued entrepreneurship, and there we go. Many years later, here we are. So it's funny how life brings people like us together. I want to know, your story is very typical of a lot of entrepreneurs. And when I was teaching, I used to say to the kids, hey, go out. I'm going to test you, kids. Go out, talk to your parents, talk to your family, talk to your uncles, talk to your neighbors, and ask them this simple question. What you wanted to be when you were young, what you maybe went to school for or pursued when you were young or a young adult. Is that what you're doing now for a living?
Yeah.
And inevitably, what kind of answer are you going to get? Not even close, right?
Not at all.
So many young people, it's part of the mission to put tools in school. So many young people are just getting funneled through the system and told the only path to success in this country is a 4-year degree. You go to school, you get into debt, you go out and you try to get a job.
Try to get a job.
Right?
Try to.
Now, you said something just absolutely phenomenal, which is life led me in a different direction that I didn't see coming at all. So in hindsight, with your story in mind, what advice can you give to a young person? Do it, man, do it.
This is exciting.
This should be.
I was just talking about this yesterday, and it reminded me, I'm a former math teacher, and I remember teaching a class, and I literally stopped teaching the concept, the standard that whatever I was teaching at the time, and I asked them, I said, okay, I want you to think of something that if you had the ability to create, what it would be. So I gave him about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And I remember this one student, he had a brilliant idea. He was like, you know what? I've always seen blinds, but I've never seen blinds put in a glass, in the window frame. And then you can actually able to move. I said, you know, that's a really good idea. And I actually challenged them. I said, now let's see if it has been created. So we went and researched it. It has been created. It wasn't created long, like maybe 2 or 3 years, been in existence. But what it taught me and it taught them is that there is so much creativity that is not being tapped in. These are opportunities, and I'm sure that there's many students, many of you guys, that have ideas that just pop in your head and like, wow, why am I thinking that? That is how I felt when it was time for me to step out. I knew when I was young, there was a lot of little things that I would do around my house, just watching my parents. I remember a landscaper being in front of my mother's house. I was probably about 3 feet tall, and I would peek through the blinds. What are they doing? And eventually I got the courage just to step out and watch. Didn't know that that's what I'll be doing and enjoying my life doing. And so I just encourage you. I encourage all students. I even encourage when I did teach, I encourage my students to follow. There's a passion that is so deep within all of us. Like there's a gift that is like no other that will actually be a blessing in your life.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Hope you're listening, young people.
Absolutely.
And if you're a teacher, if you're an adult,
don't want to discourage you.
No.
Not at all.
But get this. Help your children find that which it is that he was referring to, which is what is it that's in them that they find passion for, that they're naturally good at?
Yes.
What better thing to get up in the morning, go out, make really good money, and do something that you absolutely love.
And you know what else I did? You know what else I did? When I stepped out, I didn't stop teaching. That's what's amazing about it. I love teaching. Teaching is one of my passions. It is. I didn't stop. I actually, on the side, when I had time, I started my own tutoring business. Online, remote. It was perfect opportunity. I was tutoring students in Texas and Mississippi, all over, and some that were local. But it allowed me to see that the vast amount of opportunity that I have been limiting myself to for years. And so, as you stated, there is a definite passion, and I can feel it. Like I feel it in our young children.
Absolutely.
They are extremely creative in these environments. So I can go on. So
this is beautiful.
Go on.
Of course, put tools in schools. What is it all about? Just what you're seeing here. Telling stories about success within the trades pathways. You, like me, came out of an academic pathway.
Absolutely.
Now you've found success within the trades. What advice can you give to that young person that is just being bombarded with this? As we said, the only pathway to success is the 4-year degree.
Yep.
And right?
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about dealing with that as a young person and maybe finding yourself a little earlier in life. You know, you and I had to go down that pathway.
Absolutely.
And it took me up till I was about the age of 45 to finally figure it out, you know? But these young people that have this passion, that have this vision, that have something inside them, advice to them.
Yeah. You know, oh man, this is my advice to you. I have a bachelor's degree in mathematics. I have a master's degree in executive leadership. Am I using it? The math, yes. Executive leadership, running my own business, yes. But really, truly, honestly, to help you find that is you spend time with yourself. Write it down, jot ideas down. No idea is a bad idea. In this economy, in this culture that we live, especially the technology that you guys have at your disposal.
Yep.
Especially with the technology that you have. Like right now, you guys are watching us here right now on YouTube. There are so many opportunities for you guys to be able to invest in. And you guys are able to pick up a lot of the technology that it may take us a little while to get to experience it, but you guys have tremendous.
Maybe you, not me. This is what I do for a living.
That's true. For me, it may take me some time, but I strongly encourage you. Just take time to sit with self. Self-reflect.
I like that.
Self-reflect. Sit with yourself. Understand, hey, what am I really good at? What do I love to do? And don't think for 1 minute, will I be able to make an income with that? Don't question that. Don't even consider that at this time. But just take some moments, some time to consider that. And I believe you will find that there is someone that is doing exactly what you desire to do. And all you have to do is reach out. That's what we're here for.
Connect with them. Get a mentor. See, this is what I want people to understand. As a young person, you maybe grew up cutting grass. I know I did. Yeah. This was back in the 80s, dude. I went out there and I hustled. I had a client list of 15 to 20 lawns. Yeah. I'd make 10, 15, 20 bucks a pop. Yeah. Back in the 80s. Wow. I was a little kid making $200 a week cash. That's right?
That's good.
That is really good. That's good. Now, maybe you started that way and you enjoy it. You love the sun. You love making pretty flower beds for your aunt on the weekends. Look at this truck. Look at this. Don't think that there isn't money in this as a pathway. This thing didn't come cheap.
No, it didn't.
You built this on your business.
Can I be honest here? Can I be honest?
Dose of honesty, man.
What I was getting paid as a teacher.
There we go. I got you.
On a monthly basis. What I was getting paid as a teacher on a monthly basis, I'm getting paid that on a weekly basis.
Understood.
And I have the ability. I'm tired right now. Like I'm literally taking the rest of the day off because I'm tired.
Sure.
But I have the ability to be able to do even far exceed that if I so desire. So there is, when I go to the recycling center and I see piles and piles of brush that are just, I mean, astronomical, like 20, 40, 60 feet high, 250 feet wide. All I need is just 5% of that. And that will sustain my entire life and my family. Just 5%. So there is plenty of opportunity, not just in landscape, but honestly, there's opportunity for whatever you decide.
We live in the land of opportunity.
We live in it.
That's why they call America the land of opportunity. Why? Because it is.
It is. Truly, honestly, it is.
You said something that was just blew me away. And I love it too, man. Okay. I'm in the same boat. I'm sitting here and I'm going, okay, if I want to go home and have a nice cup of coffee and sit in the sun and work on my tan and go farm my tomatoes for the rest of the day, I got my work caught up, clients aren't hounding me, I'm in good shape and I can push my work till tomorrow.
Absolutely.
You just said, I love it. I'm taking the rest of the day off because I'm my own boss. I'm an entrepreneur. I set my own schedule. I'm tired. I'm going to go hang with my kids.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful.
Absolutely. When I started out, that was one of the reasons what really drove me. I didn't want to spend my time. I did not want to take my time away from my children.
Beautiful.
So I work around it, drop them off to school, pick them up. I work around their schedule. So,
and you're still doing well.
Still doing well.
See? There it is.
Do it.
As Uncle Ray tells us all the time, love life, find something that you love, do it well. Don't chase money, chase happy.
Say that again.
Don't chase money. Don't chase money, chase happy.
That was the hardest thing that I've had to learn. Starting out, I was chasing the money.
That's an Uncle Rayism.
Okay.
But I picked that up from him. But it's true.
Well, thank you, Uncle Ray. But that is so true. Amen, don't chase the money. When you are serving, when you actually are providing a service, you're serving others, there's joy in it. Once you find that, the money will come.
All right. There's the logo. Cut'N Mow Bros. 912-508-1098. Why should people call you, man?
You can call me JT. My nickname is JT. It's been for years. But more so, Jonathan. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you so
Yes,
much. You got a website?
Actually, you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram.
There you go.
At Cut'N Mow Bros. You can see Cut'N Mow Bros.
Awesome.
Follow us there.
What an inspirational story. Jonathan, thank you so much. You've been watching Put Tools in Schools out and about the Charlotte metro area, telling stories that matter, showing success stories, lighting up young people to go out there, pursue their dreams, chase their happy.
Absolutely.
I'm Ettaro for Uncle Ray. Peace. We'll see you next time.
Take care, guys.
All right, bud.
Thank you.
All right, man.